welcome to the Great Canadian Gun Review. This is our first video, and I hope you folks like it, and please feel free to give us any comments or if you have any questions at the bottom. But today what we'd like to do is first start off with the 10mm and the 40 Smith & Wesson, and just to kind of go with a little bit of review from a Canadian perspective. Obviously they are both predominantly in the US, the 10mm at least, and the 40 cal, but many law enforcement agencies here in Canada do use the 40 caliber Smith & Wesson as a service round. Again, just from a Canadian perspective, we just thought we'd show a couple examples, one being the H&K USP in the 40. Very good gun, actually one of my favorites, to be honest with you. And as well a Kimber in the 10mm. Very fine piece of equipment as well. So just a little bit of a review. The 10mm auto is, its parent case is the 30 cal, and it was designed primarily for the FBI after the 1986 shootout where 2 FBI agents lost their lives, and they needed a round that would give them more feed, like more rounds in a magazine type situation, and be quicker to load. It was kind of the premise behind it. They were very happy with the 38 caliber, the 38 special, with its ballistics and its trajectory and its use, but they felt that they were really overpowered by these two individuals that were bank robbers, and so they knew that they had to give their agents a better fighting chance, and so they came up with the 10mm auto. There were some issues they came up with the 10mm, some of them jamming. A lot of it was due to the particular gun that they used, the Brand 10, which some of you may or may not know, was the original gun that they used. There was the Colt Delta Elite in small quantities as well. But yeah, it was mostly the magazine. It was what the issue was. But also it was a very powerful round. It's very close in strength to the 357. I think in many instances it can be even equal. As well, it's in trajectory, it's very similar, and sometimes in some ways even better than the 45 ACP. So it was kind of a happy medium between both. But again, a very powerful round, and for female officers and just young men that weren't quite as strong, it became an issue. So they went back to the drawing board, and then that's when they came up with the 40 caliber Smith & Wesson. And in some circles, I've heard it called the short and weak, mostly because I guess folks they like their major firearms kind of like on the 45. That's what we have this one along. There is the one big difference besides the fact that it is a shorter round. They do use a small pistol primer in the 40. They do use the large pistol primer like the 45 in a 10mm auto. The bullet itself is the same as the 40, so that's why it made it convenient for me, and actually I very much enjoyed that, is that because I load all my ammo, it didn't take a lot for me to switch it over. A lot of the components, a lot of the powders, with the exception of the primer, were very similar. The dies were the same, although I did buy a second set of dies just so that I could have it set up for my 10mm and be done with it. But the lead itself was the same. This is a 200 grain, this is a 180 grain hollow point. You can get it down to 165. And of course, the lighter the bullet, the faster you can make it. Although for all intents and purposes, the 200 mil is a very good round. When you have the smaller round, the 180, you can really load it up with blue dot. You can use this to drop a polar bear. It is really a powerful round. But again, as a service round, the 40 is a very excellent round, and I actually very much enjoy firing my H&K. It's a beautiful gun. Like I say, it's a polymer based, whereas the Kimber is a solid metal. Both hammer fired. Yeah, can't say enough about them. They're just excellent weapons. So yeah, that's about it. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and any questions or comments, or if there's anything further you guys need to know, or if there's something that you'd like us to do, please feel free to put a comment in the header, and we'll try and get back to you. Thank you.